Well, hello everybody, Mandolin here. I'm trusting if you're tuning in that you're well and that you are dealing with your current situation, circumstances, whatever's going on where you are. And I would love to hear about what's going on. I like to get check-ins from around the world and see what's going on with everybody else because every experience is an important experience. So the changing energies, why are the energies changing? I've talked before about the huge shift that we experienced. And the energies are coming from that. The energies are coming from the fear, the anxiety, the frustration, the anger that's in the collective that has no idea that there's a good side to anything going on. They're so rooted in the catastrophe, in the Armageddon, whichever word they choose for it, that they can't see the flip side and the good things that are being set up and the good things that are already happening. The experiences that I'm hearing about from people that I speak with, the physical stuff is they're having a headache, pressure in their forehead, third eye pressure, and feeling heavy and sluggish and tired. The energetic experiences that people are having, I mentioned, I think, in another video about those experiences from the formative years, like when you were a teenager and the world was wide open and you had so much hope and it was just so exciting. That is directly connected to you get to write a new path for yourself. Okay? This boost in frequency for not just us, but for the planet. It's exciting, and it's like almost like you get to start all over again because I don't know, it just feels like that hopeful, exciting, giddy feeling. And that's straight across the board. People that I'm talking to are feeling that. We laugh so much now. We laugh at anything. You might be feeling frustration, lack of focus, or a feeling of being displaced. The frustration, the lack of focus, the feeling of being displaced. You think about it. You were on this path, okay? You were going straight along, and all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, you're going to turn here. And that's what's happening. So you're making adjustments for this quick kind of turn. In other words, your turn came up sooner than you anticipated. All right, it always took you an hour to get to your turn, but they increased the speed limit on the road, and now you're there in 40 minutes. So that feeling of scrambling, that feeling of displacement, it's like getting your bearings about you, getting a hold of the situation. How are you going to manage these things? I did go and in search of more information and ask some of these very questions in a meditative state when I access my higher dimensional aspects. And what I came back with was the number one thing to do is to meditate. Meditate for many reasons. If you meditate, you ground yourself. That helps pull your connection down to Gaia, to Mother Earth. And I did do a video about that. I'll put in the links. And to focus and center yourself. When you're feeling scatterbrained, to bring your energy to a focus and hone it into this laser beam accuracy, preciseness. Just breathe in and out. And when you can focus on that, you can kind of prioritize things, determine what is your experience and what is not. Decide if there's something that is not of you. In other words, are you feeling the energies of the collective, which are woo right now? They are up there. They're thick, they're harsh, they're heavy. And when we've got these high vibrations and high frequencies, those energies are very uncomfortable to us. Communicate with your higher aspects. That's another benefit of this meditation. That's how I go and get information. If you're feeling the tiredness and the sluggishness, rest if you can. And I'm not telling you to go sleep all day. No, I'm saying if you feel like you need to take a nap and you're able to, take a nap and don't beat yourself up about it. See, that last part is what we always miss. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's called showing loving kindness to yourself. Also, when you have the call to sleep, so to say, that might be related to work that you're doing, inner work or other dimensional work that you do when you are at the sleeping state. As for the animals being jumpy, because the animals have been jumpy too, they're feeling this too. Like the very sensitive ones of us that are feeling this so strongly and having these experiences with the physical and the energetical and the emotional, the animals feel it way more than we do, some of them. If you have a pet, show them some extra attention, show them compassion. See, I got one right here doing it now. And just, try to make them a little more comfortable and at ease. If you have a wild animal that you notice is having some discomfort, then try to, what I do is don't go up to the wild animal, but you can send them compassion, comfort. Just picture them in your mind, a very vivid picture, and then just picture yourself, if you want, you can picture yourself petting them or just soothing, crooning, comforting words and sounds. They love music, so there's another option. And that is also beneficial to you. So the energies of fear, anxiety, and anger are present in the collective, very heavily, very thick, very harsh feelings. And like I said, us with the high vibe and high frequency, it's very uncomfortable for us to be in those energies. So what you need to do is recognize that part of what you're feeling is the collective around you, just the energy swirling around you because you're sensitive to the energies. Find out if any of that is yours. If you experience fear, anxiety, anger, start digging and find out why so you can get rid of it. Because the higher vibration, higher frequency you are, the easier this shift is going to be for you in a lot of ways. You're going to have a clearer picture of your path. And especially with the adjustments that are coming, because everything got shifted to the fast track, so there are adjustments that are being sent down. Because think about it like you're painting a picture in a class and you were told that you had, 30 minutes. And then they just came up all of a sudden and immediately after said, oh no, wait, you only have 5. Think about everything that would go through your mind at them. The adjustments are there. They are accounting for everything's been done. Everything's been done. It's done. All you have to do is receive the adjustments and the downloads and recognize and put them into play. I know, all you have to do, right? And the feeling of displacement is associated with that fast track too, because it's like you were doing something over here and then someone says, no, stop, do this. You know how it takes you a few minutes to get yourself together? So that's related as well. We're constantly getting these adjustments because it's like a chain reaction. So what you really need to know is that everything's in control. This is a cycle, this is a process, and there's some very unpleasant things going around. But you've got to know what's waiting at the other side for us. Okay? Keep your sense of humor. Can't stress that enough. We're experiencing a huge mass awakening. And think of it like this. It's like you woke up from a very deep sleep or a very vivid dream and you didn't know where you were at. And that's what so many people are feeling right now, the confusion, not understanding what's going on, but feeling that there's something more. So when you're dealing with people, try to remember that they're like that deer in the headlights. They're like the rabbit in a forest fire. They don't understand what's going on. They can't make sense of it. So they're dealing with it the best way that they know how. And try to have compassion on them, but remember what your journey is too. Everything is fine. Everything's going to be okay. I had some anxiety too because I've been feeling this and sharing this very sentiment for a while, and I was a little concerned because I wasn't seeing it addressed by the people that had influenced me and that I go to for information. And I've started to see those messages coming out. So yeah, it's reassurance, it's affirmation. We all check back on ourselves sometimes. And so, just like I said, remember, everything's going to be okay. This is a process. And just remember what's on the other side of that process, the beauty that's been created. What we're witnessing right now is a mass awakening. It's a wave of mass awakening. And it's like when you ever been dreaming so hard or so vivid that when you wake up, you don't know where you're at and it takes you a while to figure out what's been going on. Well, that's what they feel like. They're frightened. They're like a rabbit in a forest fire. They're like a deer in the headlights. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to think. They don't know what to trust. And they feel very vulnerable. So show compassion, show love, and show excitement for your own journey. Share with me what things you've learned from the recent situation that we've been in, insights you have. So please give me a thumbs up, please. I like to hear from you guys. Subscribe. We'll talk about things that you might want to hear about, and share, because this is all about getting the word out and sharing experiences so that we can all help each other. And until then, I send you off with lots of love and lots of blessing and lots of gratitude that you choose to take the time to spend with me here. So until next time, leave your comments below. Let me know what you want to talk about. And I will see you then. Bye, y'all.